It's better to be seen than viewed. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. The name is Law Nation. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in to the nation. Be sure on your way in to smash the like button. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. In this day's episode, we're going to talk about offense philosophy. We're going to listen to 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to those boys over there. Be sure to give them a like and follow. Q&A, of course. Let's get it. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. What about a Law Nation Grove, baby? We're here for about 2 hours, if I can cut it. Let's get it. One way or another. Come on. One love, baby, to the HBOs. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to the Share Gang. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's go. Let's get it. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And also, let some people know where to go.
Like this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss. No. In the heat of controversy, he don't.
Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Come on. What's up, everybody? Really appreciate you so much for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. Without hesitations nor deviation to the matter, be sure to understand that we're going to give you guys the real, raw, and uncut version of the Cowboys sports reporting. Appreciate you guys. Salute to you all for tuning in. Thank you all for helping me grow. As I grow, we grow. As we grow, we all grow. Baby, the blueprint is here. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Y'all already know how it goes, man. But before we get started, man, y'all know how it goes. Come on.
It's a brand name. I
Come on.
stand behind it. I guarantee it. They know that, even if they don't know me any more than they know the chairman of General Mills.
I said about a couple of weeks ago, let me see if I can pull it up. A couple of weeks ago, I said that, it's good that Micah Parsons is not on that flip-flop show, And then I said before the show even kicked off that he shouldn't even entertain that show, right? And in the moment that he disagrees or he does something out of the norm from what they want, then they will flip on him, right? And then a third of the Cowboy Nation, not all of you guys that's watching here, you guys was like, hey, man, it'd be good if Micah Parsons go on that show. I said, nah, he shouldn't go on that show at all. And let me see if I can find it because I really want people to understand how they will flip on you so quickly. They will chew you up and spit you out the moment you do something different from them. And let me see if I can. God dog it, I had it in the queue and it went away. Y'all bear with me while we build a plane while it's in the air. Come on, baby. Come on. I know I got it somewhere in here. And it's about, y'all already know what I'm talking about. It's about the first take, fake take, whatever, And let me see if I can do it this way. I know I got it somewhere. God dog. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. God dog. But while you guys are tuning in, you guys see how it goes. You got something all queued up, and then it goes the other way. But bear with me, though. Bear with me, baby. Bear with me. I got it right here. And it's going to take me a little longer to get there than what I normally get there at it. About that. Yup. And now I got it. I go here. I go there. And I go here, I go there. Come on. Then I refresh here. And get out that way. Bam. We're going to go right here. Y'all bear with me while we setting this up. There we go. God diggity dog. God dog. All right, here we go, right here. I want to open this up so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Can y'all hear audio?
Before Monday night, Micah Parsons tweeted a Michael Jordan flu game gift. And Lawrence Taylor said, yep, he was going to be attending the game to make sure he could watch the All-Pro in person. Parsons finished with a tackle and 2 QB hits in the Cowboys win. He later tweeted out, quote, Cowboys defense, new era with the starstruck emoji. Shannon, give Micah Parsons a letter grade for last night's performance.
Incomplete. I didn't really know he was out there. He set the expectations for this, Skip. He tweeted the Jordan flu game, whatever the GIF or a meme or whatever it was. Yep. He tweeted that. So he raised the bar. I don't want to hear, well, the reason why D-Law did this and the reason why Don Armstrong did that, no, when Jordan had the flu game wasn't about what Scottie Pippen, it wasn't about what Steve Kerr, it wasn't about anybody else, it was about Jordan. So he put that expectations out there that he didn't have to do. So now LT's coming. LT left that ball game last night and said, yep, I'm still the best in the league. I feel very comfortable moving forward.
Yep. Yes, here's why I have to tell people that show is so much full of BS. And when you start comparing basketball to football, Parsons don't have any control of the outcome. He don't have the football in his hand. He have to go into the details of what the defensive coordinator say he should be at. And you don't want somebody playing hero ball. And for those boys to get out there to say, hey, Parsons wasn't an impact in this game. Because this is the truth of it right now. And I don't have to tell them to lean forward. They already know. Here's the truth of it. When you go back and watch the tape, you seen Parsons dropping into the flats. You seen Parsons not even blitzing off the edge. And for them to go into the details of saying that he didn't live up to the expectations of the hype and all of the flu. Look, it'd be a different story if Parsons was the quarterback. Or damn it, even if he was the running back. And they pitched him the ball left or tossing the ball right. He have no control of the situation. There's 11 versus 11. Last I checked. And people got to understand that even while Parsons was on the field, he made an impact. Pressures, baby. There's no team in the National Football League that got more pressures than the Dallas Cowboys after 3 games. There's no team in the National Football League got more sacks than the Dallas Cowboys after 3 games. None. You can't find one. So the whole philosophy of, and I just had to put this out there, the whole philosophy that Parsons wasn't an impact is bullshit. It was straight up bullshit. But they only salty because he didn't appear on that fake show. And I'm glad that maybe Parsons people heard the conversational piece that I said about, hey, don't go on that fake and phony show. Because what they do is they twist your words and they make a trap for fools. And a lot of people will be jumping and echoing what they said. Right? I mean, Shay Sharp on his independent show, I'll rock with him for that, right? But Shay Sharp on that undisputed fake take, first take, 2.0, whatever, is the company man, fake, foolery, clown Sharp. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is on that show. I mean, that's just what it is. With Skip, Say Less, or whatever. Just fake. Both of those boys. But neither here nor there. I come to spit the real, true, and the raw and uncut. And that's just what it is. So shout out to Parsons for giving them, the pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going there, right? And the whole situation with this is that they will crown you and they will kiss you if you only agreeing with them, right? That's just crazy. But not going to play no more of that. I just wanted to say that, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, that I'm glad that he never showed up to that crazy show. And they you know what they like? They like the guy that tried to holler at the lady. And the lady stood him up and kept walking. And they said, F you did. You see a lot of little fake dudes like Shay Sharp, and they can't get the ladies who can't get the women. And they walk by with Skip Bayless and know he's married or what have you. They can't get the ladies, and then they walk off. Man, F you did. I ain't like you anyway. That's just how they are. It just can't squeeze nothing. But when they keep walking, hey, want you anyway. You ain't my speed anyway. But they the one that did all of the hollering, Let's go with it, baby. Let's get it. My name is Law Nation. So you guys heard the truth today, on that topic. But neither here nor there. The playmaker, Michael Irvin, on the offensive philosophy moving forward of what the Cowboys should do. And shout out to 105.3 The Fan. Let's listen in to what these boys have to say.
Back-to-back wins. How you feeling?
Man, I feel great. It's a great head start. The way I looked at this whole Cooper Rush thing, if we can split whatever games he played, you still have a shot coming out of this. And now, man, he's won both games. So absolutely, man, that's a great head start. And won that division game. So yeah, that's a great head start.
Is there anything that Dak could borrow from Cooper Rush's game to implement for his own when he comes back?
I don't know that I'd say Dak takes something from Cooper Rush's game. I wouldn't mind Kellen taking something from Cooper Rush's calls, the calls that he's making. And I don't even want to put that on Kellen because, we'll say that, oh, man, look at the run game now. Look how he's leaning on the run game. But the reality is, it seems like they just found that line. They found a pretty good offensive line with Peters over at guard and Tyler Smith over there at the tackle and that whole left side. So I don't even want to say he's calling a different game. Let me just see where he continues to call his game with this running game going now.
You know what it is, everybody that's listening? Maturing. That's one thing. And it takes time for young OCs to get their mind together. Maturing. It's a straight mature move of playing to your strength. The mature aspect of the Cowboys saying, okay, shoot, we got this offensive line, right? Our starting quarterback is down. We don't want to put the backup quarterback in a situation whereas we are counting on his arm to win it all. But let's put the ball in the belly of our running backs. And they did that 2 consecutive games. And lo and behold, the skill set of your backup quarterback is starting quality. He's not folding up like a wallet nor a lawn chair. He's looking at the game slowly now. He's been in this system for over 6 years, right? Or right at 6 years. And the rush factor of it all is that Cooper Rush saying, hey, it's not that bad playing in the National Football League at this big stadium or at this big stage because I know for sure that I can put the ball in the belly of the running back, right? I can run, but I can have this team to run behind this massive offensive line. I got pocket awareness. I can force the one-on-one throws into the outside. This is what I live for. I've been playing all of these years. And you giving me an opportunity to hit CeeDee Lamb? You see, I didn't have the luxury, the longitudes and the latitudes to throw the ball to the CeeDee Lambs, right? Or to be behind this massive offensive line when I was on the third team and the second team. I'm top tier, baby. Right? And that should be the mindset. of Cooper Rush. And that is the thought philosophy, I believe, of Cooper Rush. The ability to take command of this team and understand that, hey, he's been here and this is no task that's too tall for him, right? So let's listen to more of what he had to say.
Michael, Dak had a quote that I'm absolutely in love with this morning. He said, "I'm not learning new things about defenses. I'm seeing just how simple this game can be. Hearing the calls in the headset, all you have to do is slow down and go through the design of the plays. It can be so blanking simple." Right. Can you speak to that? And did you ever have a time when you were sidelined where the game just gave you a little different perspective before you came back with a return?
Well, mine probably went the other way when after I got sidelined. Coming back after all the stuff I went through, the game kind of changed for me. So it was never the side where I sat down and said, "Wow, the game opened up to me." You know what I mean? But I could definitely see where that would happen with the quarterback, because there's so much to worry about. Now when you're on the side, you can see the things that Dak is talking about. Wait a minute, let me calm down. I'm not worried about all these things, and the game can slow down some for you.
Yeah,
Mike, I occasionally would go back and
that is a great observation there by the playmaker on the aspect of the game slowing down, on the aspect of, hey, now that Dak Prescott got the ability to sit back and say, hey, man, I can't be rushing things like I used to, because I'm seeing now the plays that's called, those are the right ones. Oh, if we continue to run the ball a little bit more, these are the situations and scenarios that can help this team out on the long run. That can help this team out tremendously. And I love what I'm seeing out of this, man. That goes a long way, and I appreciate the playmaker for highlighting that. That is remarkable. That's remarkable.
You can look at past players and when it sort of clicked for them, right? And we were talking about how earlier today, Dak's in year 6, 7, should have clicked already. And I go back and it's like, well, John Elway went 5-11 in like year 7, and Peyton Manning went 6-10 in like year 4 or 5. Is there a light bulb that just goes off for players, and is each position sort of different?
Well, each position is different, and each team is different. The light bulb can go off for you, but you ain't got the right guys around you lighting it up. That's just a bright light. You ain't got nothing going. You know what I'm saying? So you need more people to be lighting that thing up. You need that bulb to go on and more people, so then you can have a real good team and have some great success. Dak may get it. John Elway may get it. But, boy, if the rest of this team ain't worth anything, how would we even know that they really got it? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they're still losing games. So that's the whole key to it.
Michael Irvin on the Diamond Factory hotline. I texted you, very upset after CeeDee Lamb's first half, like the rest of the Metroplex, wanted to rip the 88 jersey off of his back.
Everybody.
What did CeeDee Lamb show you Monday night?
Well, everybody did. I can't tell you how many texts I got. I mean, people, man, we got to get that jersey off his back. But then to come back and play on the main, to take that whole drive over that he took over, that fourth down play. You see, he caught that fourth down. He caught that ball in his body, like I was talking about, not trying to catch it in his hands. So when they hit him, the ball was stuck on him. That was a great play, that fourth down play. A great play for him to hold on to that ball. And then that one-hander at the end was just it was incredible. It was just incredible. So you know what? I said, oh, my God, what a horrible game he's having. And I had already said how hard it is for him to prove he's the number one with a backup quarterback. But, boy, he came through in the end right there, boy. And I'm so glad it happened the way it happened. If not, that's all we would have been talking about this week.
Michael Irvin here with Sean and RJ every Wednesday at this time on DFW Sports Station. You're a free agent receiver right now. You're picking in the offseason, and you can pick between these 4 guys. I want to know what team you're going to that you want throwing you the ball. Lamar, Hurts, Tua, Dak. Free agent receiver. Stats, numbers, you're taking it all into account.
Lamar.
Why they put this on?
When you look at those, Lamar, Hurts, Tua, Dak. The only one really can't run in there is Tua. If you're a free agent receiver, you want to make plays, you probably say, let me go to Miami because he's not going to do much running. That's just the logic of it. Miami, Tua's not going to do much running. You got a short passing game, and they're going to spread the ball around. If you are a free agent, that would be your choice.
But
that's the playmaker right there.
I understand the running. Who's the best thrower?
Well,
why have you put that man in the blender, man?
I need to make sure you're going to throw.
There you go.
That's the most important thing, is to make sure you're going to throw. Then I start discerning about who's the best thrower. Hurts may not want to throw. Lamar may not want to throw. And if Dak gets frisky, he may want to go. Tua ain't going nowhere.
That's for dang sure he ain't going nowhere.
They try to catch him sleeping, man. Y'all know the playmaker, man. He love Miami. You know how it is. So he gonna go with the lesser of two evils or three evils or how many evils they put out there. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. They try to get that brother in the blender. Let's go.
How many wins in a row does Cooper have to have for you to even consider not bringing Dak back?
I don't think Cooper. If Cooper wins every game while Dak is out, I still don't think you make that change. I don't think you make the change. You stick with Dak. It's not just a financial thing. It's the way Dak leads this team, the way Dak leads these guys, and Dak has something to do with leading these guys right now. So there's no way you'll put Dak on the sideline. I don't care if he wins the next 3 games, however long Dak is out.
Michael, you said.
What's y'all thoughts on that, man? Oh, my goodness, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Chris Davis, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's watching. King Element, if Lamar gets a receiver, it's go-go time. I feel you, man. Mike, or just Mark Pruitt, appreciate you in my swagoo voice. All I'm saying is Cooper came into Tampa game and hit the same receivers that Dak wasn't able to do. Oh, my gosh. I feel you, Mark, in your swagger voice. Yes, indeed. My thing is, I truly believe that we would have scored at least a touchdown if Cooper Rush was playing in that Tampa's game. If they had the same game plan. Put the butter knife down, everybody. Put the butter knife down. If they had the same game plan that they had week 2, week 3, at least Cooper Rush would have scored a touchdown, or the running back. And the running game, think about it. They only rushed the ball for 17 to 18 times in that Tampa game. Oh, my gosh. You know, the Cowboys were averaging 5.5 yards per tote. And I think that the drives would have been extended, and I think we would have at least scored more than 3 points. That's the reality of it. And we had to contextualize it like this. Cowboy Nation. There had to be some rust factor involved, and there had to be some levels of not being on the same page. Just like everybody gave Aaron, the great Aaron Rodgers, week 1 pass, right? If you put Cooper Rush on the Green Bay Packers, week 1, against whoever they played, I'm quite sure he would have looked better than Aaron Rodgers week 1 on that particular team with that game plan. That's football 101, baby. But neither here nor there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, lo and behold, they are the number 1 defense in the National Football League for a reason right now. Why? They play a damn good philosophy with their defense, although they lost to Aaron Rodgers, but that wasn't week 1, right? I could only imagine if was a fifth, we all be drunk, but I can only imagine if it was Tampa Bay versus Packers week 1. I wonder how that team would have looked, because that defense was still furious, and that's against a warmed up Aaron Rodgers. I think he still threw an interception, and they won. Final score was 14-12 or something like that. But you can't nail the man to the cross after week 1. And you can't use the 49ers game, like I said so much on this show and all through the offseason, on the starting quarterback. When you had 14 penalties, none was committed by the quarterback, by the way. And I know I sound like an apologist. Like, Law, you should run for mayor over here. Look, you can't win games the way we tried to win game in that playoff game. You must run the ball. And I said this loud and clear. But the offensive philosophy going forward for what the playmaker is saying is basically push everything back. You got this massive offensive line, run the rock. Matter of fact, just let this be known. If the Cowboys refuse to run the ball even in the 70s or the 90s, we would never have a Lombardi trophy. You got to run the ball, and I already did the research from 2007 to this time point right now, that when the Cowboys ran the ball favorably, right, 25 or more times, we so far ahead of 500 that it's ridiculous. Run the ball, Cowboy Nation. It's just that easy, believe it or not. Simplify for your quarterback. Let's attack it when it's one-on-ones to the outside. I'm cheesing. This week, when we play against the Washington team, and they have Cam Curl or whoever their safety is, single high, I'm cheesing because I know that I trust my wide receivers to win their one-on-ones. And if we continue to attack their defense, I'm trusting everything. Let's go.
Something earlier, and Brian Baldinger touched on it as well, and we're going to have a future conversation on the show about do the Cowboys need to change or scale back their identity of being, offensive first and scoring 30 points. I know it sounds crazy that, you want to score as much as possible, but with what you said about Kellen Moore calling the game, do you think they need to dial this thing back a little bit and be a little bit more conservative when Dak returns?
Well, I think what we need to do is make sure that we lead with the run game, and then let Dak do his thing with that defense plan. You know what I'm saying? Or if the game plan determines it, we can open up with the pass and then finish with a great run game. A lot of times, Emmett was a great finisher. But once you establish the run, now you can start tinkering with what you want to do.
Yeah,
once you start with the run, you know what everybody's going to come in to do. They're going to try to stop that run. Now that opens up the passing game. So sometimes you'll start the game passing the ball because everybody's stacking in the box trying to stop the run. So they're going to give you the one-on-ones, and then they'll start playing coverage. And then you go to the run. You see what I mean?
Woo-wee! Don't y'all know, I haven't heard this interview. This is my first time hearing it, so I got virgin ears to this. So now when it's rhyming with what I'm saying, baby, it's literally we can pack up the show right now and just go home. This is what we can do. We can leave right now. I can play my final song. Come on. I can literally shut it down right now. There's no need for me to talk no more because he's preaching the same thing I've been saying for at least 2 years, 3 years now. You run to open up the pass. You literally do these things right here. I get it. Everybody, chick dig the deep balls, right? Everybody love that high power, high tempo offense. You're throwing the ball everywhere. But if you go back to what I've been saying, you run the ball, baby. You open up the passing. You utilize Dak Prescott to his strengths, just like you're utilizing Cooper Rush to his strength right now. His strength is not, look, for those who cheering, said, hey, man, Cooper Rush, he throws a good ball. For those, I will give you that. But I promise you, baby, if it was 40 to 50 times, you were like, hey, man, can they find a way to get this man off the field? Can you put him down and shave his beard or something? Get him up out of here. Yeah, so that's just what it is. Chick dick the deep balls. Leon. Yeah, y'all know how it goes in baseball, however that saying goes. Trade Dak for who? Yeah. I feel you, Cowboy. And that's the reality of it. Dak Prescott saw this coming before it came, and he said, okay, all right, I will sign this massive contract. Therefore, there will be no trade clause on my contract, right? No trade ability, nor you can hose me with the franchise tag. So how those things goes. You can't trade the guy because he saw this coming before it came. And that's just what it is. Chris Money. That's a good name, Chris. That's my middle name, Chris, but I appreciate you. He said Dak is corny and average on a good day. I feel you on that. But I got a photographic memory. I thought that you said that football is rigged, right? Let me know if I'm wrong, right? You know, you did say that football is rigged. And being a cornball or what have you, I'm quite sure if he walk into a room and you walk into a room and there's ladies, they would gravitate more to him. And that's before he had the money. Right, Chris? So we understand that, right? That's just how it is. But neither here nor there. Football is rigged, right? This is only for entertainment. And the Dallas Cowboys, boy, we seen the entertainment piece this past weekend. Oh, by the way, the Cowboys had the highest view, the highest ratings, right? For all that we understand with this, that baby, the aficionados tried their best to give the Giants the win. That's why I say this particular game should have counted as 2 wins, right? I mean, we should be 3-1 right now. It should literally say the Cowboys 3-1 right now. It should literally say that. Let's go, baby.
Once you establish the run, and I'm not talking about game by game. Once you establish to this season, everybody knows we can run this football. Now their main priority is to come and stop the run. And now you got your offense set because you know what they're trying to get done, and you can run it off that.
Which running back should lead in establishing the run?
Why they put this man in the blender?
I don't mind. I really don't mind. Doesn't matter to me who starts or not. But what I saw, that 15, 13 carries between those two, that balance like that, I do like that. I do like that balance right there. And I think they decided, hey, we got to try everything, get some people involved here. And they balanced it off, and it works great, especially with this new offensive line.
Hey, Cowboy Nation. He said balanced approach with both running backs. What if I told y'all, beautiful people, that the Dallas Cowboys since 2020, and that's with the new head coach of course, Mike McCarthy, when both of those running backs, Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, when they both receive 10 or more touches, regardless, right? It can be 10 for Zeke, 10 for Pollard, 11 for Zeke. Let's go with 17 for Pollard, or vice versa. The Cowboys are 8-0 since 2020. So when both of those boys touches the ball more than 10 times, the Cowboys are undefeated. That's crazy. Look, if you know you guys write this down. If you're trying to bake or fix or serve apple pie, right? You then in return go and grab said apples, right? You grab the ingredients to make or bake apple pie. You don't go grab pecans, right? Or pecans from where I'm from the South. You don't go grab peaches and say, hey, man, this is apple pie. No, you can't make peach into apples. And the Cowboys, for all of these years, been eating and wanting apple pies, but they got peaches, right? Or vice versa. Law, do you have any truth to this? Well, the Cowboys, even since 1996, 1997, on the downward spiral of the playmaker that's talking right now, right? When he got his neck hurt out there on the Eagles field, I know how it goes. That's why I still can't stand the Eagles. They have been searching for the wrong solution. They spent millions of dollars to replace the playmaker, building their foundation of this team on quicksand. They gave up 2 first-round draft picks for Joey Galloway. They spent tons and tons of millions of dollars for Rocket Ishmael, who remember, right? They neglected the true meaning of the Cowboys is running the ball. Of course, Emmett, he was long in the tooth. It seems as if though he would never leave, right? Shout out to Emmett, the greatest running back of all time, or one of the greatest running backs of all time, right? Nobody just seems and appear to have more touchdowns and rushing yards than him, but that's a story of another day. Emmett, they gave away their 2 first-round draft picks to the Seahawks. They received Joey Galloway, right? The Seahawks drafted Sean Alexander, who could have been our pick. We could have literally, and I know Sean, he only lasted a snowball time in the NFL, like the snowball that's on the side of a concrete building or a concrete sidewalk in Texas. He didn't last long in the NFL, but man, those few years that he was in the NFL, he was remarkable. I could only imagine if Emmett would have passed the torch to Sean Alexander. Quite frankly, even the Seahawks took Sean Alexander all the way to the Super Bowl, right? But neither here nor there. The Cowboys been chasing that ring and chasing the philosophy of we need to flash the playmaker. But the rudiments of the Cowboys always been to run. Law, do you have any other truth? They gave up, what, a first and a third, or was it 2 first-round draft picks for Roy Williams? Y'all remember that? The Cowboys, even when Bill Parcells said, hey, I don't want Terrell Owens, they gave up a whole lot of PR stuff to get T.O. in the building, right? They've been so hooked on and fixated on the wide receiver that they dismissed the run game. Law, do you have any other truth to that? It just go back to 2014. We've been clawing and trying to get back to that portion of the Cowboys. Running the ball, the offensive player of the year, DeMarco Murray, right? You remember that. I'm going to keep saying it till I'm Cowboys blue in the face. That when they cut the legs from under him, right, they said they didn't want to pay the man the money. I get it, right? But the trade-off was you had a guy by the name of Joseph Randall, who was stealing draws and cologne out of North Park Mall, by the way. If you think, and a lot of people say that Tony Pollard couldn't block, boy, Joseph, or whatever his name was, he couldn't block nothing. Whiffs on the block, down goes your quarterback for the season. Right? He was talking about meat on the bone. So it goes all the way back to this, Cowboy Nation. The light bulb cut on. The light bulb was there. He looked at the Cowboys collectively looked at this team in 2016 and said, we're going to try to get back to what we did in 14. And they drafted Ezekiel Elijah Elliott, right? To go behind Tony Romo, right? But that's a story. Look, we could go give you guys this history lesson. But it was right on the same path, right? And they veered off in 2017 when the news broke of is he going to play, is he not going to play, is he going to play, is he not going to play. Roger Goodell knew more of the Cowboys than the Cowboys knew of the Cowboys. Because if he never played around with that chemistry of keeping, look, we went 9-7 that year. You can argue that at least Ezekiel Elliott would have been a +2, right? Wins. There's 11 wins there, right? At least, minimum. That's playoff. Anything can shake when you go back-to-back years in the playoffs. But, Roger Goodell did Roger Goodell things. And then they blew up the whole entire team in 2018. Who remember that? They blew up their whole entire team. That was the third year of Dak Prescott. They blew things up. Don't you guys know that your leading rusher that year was Zeke Elliott? And newsflash, your leading receiver in receptions was Ezekiel Elliott. But everybody kept making it about Dak Prescott. No, it was Zeke. Oh, don't y'all know the playoff game that we won? The running back that had over 120 yards rushing in that game against the Sea Chickens was Ezekiel Elliott. But everybody made it about the quarterback. And they kept talking about, hey, the quarterback can't do 5,000 yards. He can't do 4,000 yards. He can't throw for more than such and such, right? But when we was clearly on the right page with a number one wide receiver out of Amari Cooper, a running back that can get you those dirty yards, right? On top of that, a defense that walked around with hot boys everywhere, but they couldn't stop a nosebleed. We're talking football now, baby. But so many people got clouded with the flash in the pan. But the reality of it, if you just run the ball and you continue to build around that and say, hey, quarterback, we see you, we understand you. At that time, if you went on ahead and paid him before 2019, you would have got off with a 25 to 26 million APY, right? But you let 2019 hit, bet on himself, and then you had to pay the man because 2019 numbers trumped Carson Wentz numbers, trumped golf numbers, Carr Brothers number, and everybody else. So this is why we are in the mess that we are in right now, Cowboy Nation. That was the history class right there in session. Because they had no choice. And then 2019 Classic, 8-8. I can't make this stuff up. But heading into the 2022, if the Cowboys just sit back and say to themselves, all right, we got Cooper Rush right now. We're seeing that this team is capable of running the ball. We got two guys that can get you 100 yards. Look, our records are very favorable when both of these guys touches the ball for more than 10 attempts. We're undefeated, baby. And since 2007, when we rushed the ball for more than 25 to 26 times, even with the old regime, we so far ahead that I think that the record is like 119 to about 18 to 20. It's a crazy number. It's just look it up. I don't have it right in front of me. But you got to do those things. It's the little things you do. Let's listen to more of the playmaker.
Michael, what are we missing about when you or Aikman or Romo and Jerry talk about, he told you on First Take, where we go as Zeke goes. The rest of us all roll our eyes and we're like, he has very little left. He's not going to break anything. Maybe he gets you those tough yards on a carry. What are we missing as football Cowboy fans about what Zeke Elliott actually has left?
Well, what Zeke does, Zeke brings dictatorship. He's a dictator. He's coming. He's going to hit you. You're going to fall back. And maybe Zeke doesn't have the burst through the hole like he used to have, but he has some power. And power sets the tone for a whole football team. Everybody wants to be physical. Zeke sets that tone on let's be physical.
Yeah, he does.
But do you have more faith in him being able to pick up a first down over Pollard?
Oh, no, I have faith in him picking up the first down. Now, him going 70 yards might be something different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But him getting those 2 yards, getting those 3 yards, getting those first downs, yeah, I got plenty of faith he can do that.
Thank you, brother. Keep delivering the gold on TV. We were playing it all day, all morning long.
Good. Finger looking good, man. Hey, everybody, man, do me a huge favor. Check those boys out. That the link is right there. It's in the chat area. Be sure to support them and all what they do. 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to them. All right, so before we go any further, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Dallas Cowboys matchup against the Washington team. I think that the Washington team itself is a team that we would still have to say, okay, divisional foes. I get it. You know, we want to say, hey, man, we're just gonna beat the heck out of them, right? We want to say that, right? But you got to understand that, hey, they put their shoelaces on just like we do, or they put their pads on just like we do. But neither here nor there. Here are their standards or standings or what have you. Let me see if I can just make it look a little bit better over here. Bear with me. Here we go. All right, so here they go right here. They are 1-2 is their record. Special team, they are first. 23rd in offense. 26th in defense. 25th overall. That is using the standards of PFF. But I always like to measure twice and use other predictors or what have you. And let's do this. The matchups for this right here, this game, will be Carson Wentz versus Cooper Rush. Now, when we look at those things, of course, we can say, all right, cool. My guy, Cooper Rush, he's 47 for 75, 514 yards with 2 touchdowns. No INTs. Oh, it's redhead versus redhead, baby. So Carson Wentz, who got a game ahead of my guy, Cooper Rush, he's 82 for 130. What a terrible ratio, huh? 861 yards, 7 tubs, and 3 INTs. Over or under, how many INTs will Carson, over or under, how many INTs will Carson Wentz throw? Over or under 3 for this next game. And their leading rusher is Gibson. He's from Memphis as well, right? 40 carries for 124 yards, and he have 2 tubs, right? My guy, with the exact same amount of carries, 40 carries, 178 yards, and 1 tub. That is the man bond, Zeke Elliott, right? We see him with the man bond up there. All right, so now we have the receivers. Let me just pull up the chat right quick. Let me pull up the chat. I need to see this in full flesh, right? I need to see. Can we still go and talk about this right quick? Shout out to you, Cuban boy 2-4. Appreciate you. I don't understand the Zeke versus Pollard debate. Can we just allow Zeke to soften the defense and for Tony Pollard without discrediting Ezekiel Elliott contribution? Appreciate you for the $4.99. Hey, that's low-hanging fruit people. Low-hanging fruit people will disagree, but I would tell you, man, that is a unique philosophy that the Cowboys should do. And regardless, you can start off with the Lightning and then end it with the Thunder. Or you can start off with the Thunder and just end it with the Lightning. Regardless, Thunder and Lightning, bring both of those boys to the party, baby. You know? Let's go all the way back up to this matchup. Because I wanted to ask you guys, and I want to read your comments too. Should the name Scary be retired? And should it just be Terry McLaurin? Or should you still give him the amount of respect to call this man Scary Terry? From what we can read right here, he have 12 receptions for 235 yards and 1 tub. Oh, my God, Noah. Noah Brown got 15 receptions for 213. He's right up there with the yardage, but he caught more passes than Terry McLaurin. And they both got the same amount of touchdowns. I'm quite sure. Can somebody put down Terry McLaurin's salary because I'm thinking that he's got paid that back this offseason, right? So, hey, we getting a lot of easy money out of Noah Brown if that's the case in a scenario, right? Let me see. It should just be. Could it just be Terry? I'm reading your comments there. I need to see. Do you guys want to retire the word scary in front of Terry, right? Is he just Terry McLaurin, right? Because he only scored 1 touchdown. Do you think he's going to score a touchdown this upcoming Sunday? Is he still scary? Or is he just Terry and them? You know, let me know. Who are the Commanders, or the Commodores, right? Give him that name of Scared Terry because he's not scary as a receiver, but he's scared to be good. Boy, y'all with it, baby. Oh my gosh, man. All right. I ain't gonna talk too much because I don't want to speak him up too much, right? Terry Scared McLaurin. Okay, that's the new nickname. Will he be running routes? Will he be running routes? Will he be running routes? Oh my God, Trayvon Diggs area, right? Because I do know that Carson Wentz's number 1 wide receiver is Trayvon Diggs. Why can't we come together as a fan base to support both QBs like the 2019 Saints when Bridgewater went 5-0? When Breeze got hurt. This is from Cairo. Because the Cowboys fan base quadruple, if that's even a word, of the Saints fan base. And the whole situation and scenario, Teddy Bridgewater was pretty good, 5-0, right? And Drew Brees, I think he's first ballot Hall of Famer, right? Not saying that Dak Prescott can't get up to that level. But come on, that's Drew Brees, right? I think that they all wanted to see Drew Brees back on that Saints, and it's kind of crazy because Drew Brees now probably looking at the Saints like, oh, now y'all going to get good defense? So neither here nor there. Just two different fan bases. I think that we are so large as a fan base that we will have clouded judgment. And think about this too, Caro. The general public, right? Like general public, people don't, a lot of those guys watch a lot of film. A lot of people just only listen and regurgitate what the 4-letter and the 3-letter networks are saying. So you get a lot of that gray area with our fan base, and it's just what it is, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. But I appreciate you so much for jumping in and being part of the donation squad, though. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Dollars versus the commodes. Let's take a dump in it. All right, the percentage. We are 46.2% chance of winning this game. The Washington team, 53.3% chance of winning. And Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, that's just how it goes. That's how it rolls from here. This will be technically the 4th week in a row that we on the back end of it. And I love it, baby. I absolutely love it. But the money side will be on the Cowboys, though. If you do the bets or what have you, let's just tune into that right here. If you do it, the Cowboys team ranking 22.0, and then Washington 18.9. And when you look at everything, and you just pay attention to this spread consensus picks, Dallas negative 3.5, that's 76%. The spread plus 3.5, right, for the Washington team. Money line 150, plus 150, and a negative 78 for the Cowboys. And the under, or the over-under, 41.5. So those are the things that you will have to contextualize from there. But I can tell you, I don't worry about this at all. That's just what it is. Look what happened to the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, etc. I feel you. I like being the underdog. Here you go. I love it, baby. You know, and this is the best way for us, man. Down, boy, down. All right, so let's break it down even further into this right here. Cowboy Nation, let's break it down far as the team matchup and what we have versus them. And I love it when it's like this, Cowboy Nation. You probably have to zoom all the way in to see these type of things. But this is the points per game. The Washington team is averaging 21 points a game. Our beloved Cowboys, 15.3. That number climbed up since week 1, right? Points allowed per game is 27.3. Pay attention to that. That's a big discrepancy between allowing 17.3 versus 27. So that ball, and this is stretched out over 3 games, should move easily, right? Especially for what we did against the Bengals and, of course, the Giants. We can really see now what we're going to do and look like at a home game at noon against the Washington. All right, so yards per game or total yards, 373 for the Washington team, 334 for us. All right, so if you look at the passing yards, 216 for the Cowboys, 287 for the Washington team in rushing. I love it, baby. I want to get that number to about 150 for us, but we right at 118. And the Commanders, they 86. I think that number is going to drop down. We shut down Gibson. It's over. When we shut down Gibson, it's over. When we force Carson to be one-dimensional, of throwing the ball everywhere, and I promise you guys, this right here, I'm going to put the camera back on me, that this team, pressure, there's no team in the NFL that got more pressures than the Dallas Cowboys with 49 right now. There's no team that got more sacks than the Dallas Cowboys with 13 right now. And Carson Wentz, I get it. He will be like a statue, and even though he can move around just a little bit, he can't move around like Danny, right? And I promise you guys, it will be a situation and scenario that all boys are going to get after him, baby. All right, so with all of that being said, Cowboy Nation, do you guys want me to continue? I can shut it down. Some of the mods, let me know the like to view ratio. We can keep that going. Monette says the score will be 35-10. We could open up the phone lines only if you guys want to, right? Let me know if you guys want to continue to go. Let me hear continue or roll on, Lord. I want to hear you, baby. I want to call in. I want to tell you how good you are, right? Or how horrible you are. I want to know. Let me know if y'all want to keep want me to open up the phone lines, right? Continue, my guy Brandon Ross. Appreciate you. Yeah, hit that like button. Shout out to you, my guy, Mr. Wright, Antoine Myers. Appreciate you. Continue, my guy. Appreciate you. All right, so give me a few seconds while I
call my phone.
Set it up.
My line. Only ones who down for
657-390
keep it super thorough, my way.
7391, baby. While I set it up, let's get it.
Call my phone, hit my
Come on.
line. Only ones who down for me.
Only the ones that down for me.
There
Now.
are 3 participants in the conference. All participants are muted.
Let's go.
Please announce yourself.
Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real.
Keep it real, baby.
East Coast and Norway in the hidden hills. In the poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you calling bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real.
Come on.
Son of God, not a son of sand.
Let that room fill up, baby.
Get off the books and keep it coming in.
Hey.
Bitch, the old whip, see what I'm coming in. The inside caramel just like 100 grand. Call my phone, hit
my line, baby.
Only ones who down
Only the ones down for me, baby.
Keep it super thorough.
Keep it simple, baby.
On this side, keep it super thorough.
All right, the show must continue to roll, baby. Let's go with it, man. I got my guy. This Antoine, baby, from the 843. You live.
Law Nation.
What's good, my dog? Talk to me, man. What you got on your heart, man?
Oh, man, people's killing me right now with the Cooper Rush thing. He's doing great. He's doing a good job, but people forget when Dak came into the league, he was doing the exact same thing Cooper Rush is doing right now.
Yo.
Let them run the ball, hit you one-on-one, and it was working. Until we got Kellen Moore and Dak got paid. Now fans wanted him to throw 300 and 400 yards a game.
Yo.
Don't run the ball no more. Let Dak do it. Throw it with your arms. Now Kellen Moore, now Cooper Rush playing. He's great. He's amazing.
Right.
See how fast he's switching my players?
You're right. You flat out right with that, and I get it. That was the classic argument with Dak. You know, he's not such and such. He's not that. And I was sitting there like, all right, cool. And you need to put the ball in the belly of Ezekiel Elliott. He's the bell cow. I think that when I said in 2018, you remember, right? He had 77 receptions, and then he had 1,000 yards running the ball, close to it. I don't know his exact number as far as rushing, but the dude was everything for the offense. He was the only piece right before they got Amari Cooper, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But the thing is, well, we didn't want Dak to be this guy throwing 300 yards again. We don't need Dak to do that.
No.
Just beat your one-on-ones, take the run, take the easy throws, win the game. That's it. That's what you got paid for.
Right. And to be fair to everyone that's listening right now, there are more quarterbacks that were game managers with Super Bowl rings than the quarterbacks like the Brett Favres of the world, the gunslingers, even Pat Mahomes in that Super Bowl. They leaned on the run. It wasn't Pat Mahomes' arm. It was, hey, we're going to put the ball in the belly of the running back.
That's true.
Yep.
Hey, man, one last thing. Hey, what Russell Wilson doing right now?
Skating, man. He's 2-1 right now. He ain't looking crazy. He ain't looking crazy good. But that defense bailed him out too, man. Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man. My dog, man.
All right, man.
That's a good call from him, man. That's Antoine, man. A great supporter of the channel and a long time watcher and viewer of this channel and this network. My thing is, Cowboy Nation, I'm telling you guys, right now, the Denver Broncos, without that defense, they'll be 0-3 right now. That defense helping him out. And he's not that much of an X factor right now. But he's winning, though. They're 2-1, just like we are. And I'm not going to throw any salt on Russ because I believe in Russ, man. I like Russ, man. I like his whole temperament. But there goes to show you, with all of those weapons that he got, he still look normal. He don't look like he's an elite Russ, right? Clock management and good defense. You know, that's how you win games. My girl, Trey, what's good? You live?
Hi.
Hey, what's good with you? Talk to me.
Yes, I'm calling in first off by our games that we had this week, and I predicted the score 24-17, but it was 23-16, which I knew that. Okay. And I just want Cowboy Nation to know that we don't lose against our rivals, y'all. We just don't.
Right.
We're doing this with Cooper Rush. Yep. We don't lose against our rivals. We're going to kill the commode. And then we're going to turn around. When we get Jalen hurt, we're going to shut the NFL world down for a minute.
Hey, Trey, before you go into that details, don't you and I got like a side bet going on?
Yes, we do.
Can you educate me and remind me again on that side bet?
Okay, first off, I said we wasn't going to lose no game, but we did lose our first game.
Okay.
Because Dak went out, so we didn't know our quarterback was going to get hurt.
Right.
Then I betted on this game saying that what the score was going to be, the 24-17.
Right.
But that was it. The big bet was the jersey.
The jersey.
Me getting the jersey. If we go straight and I buy, we don't, we win every game till I buy.
So I'll buy.
That was the bet.
Yeah, okay. So I still honor that. That first game, shame,
Yeah.
But that's just how it is. So I'll still honor that.
Yeah.
So if we go all the way undefeated, I got you, and there's a pastor too. I think his name is Simmons, Pastor Simmons.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
said
Pastor
the same
Simmons,
thing.
I remember him too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll
Yeah.
honor that. So let's continue to do it then. You know,
we don't
I ain't
do
worried
it.
about the Washington. I ain't worried about them. You know.
No. And I'm not worried about Jalen. I mean, I'm not worried about the Rams. People thinking we are, but we're not worried about them. We done played these folks. We know what's up. See, Cowboys get it now.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is watch the game that we just played.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't playing like this.
We wasn't. Yeah.
When CeeDee Lamb missed that ball, he knew what he did was wrong. CeeDee Lamb knew.
Yeah, he knew.
But the real CeeDee Lamb showed up.
At
The
end,
real
yeah.
CeeDee Lamb that
Yeah.
everybody know. Oh, he's sorry. CeeDee Lamb, he ain't no number one. Yes, he is. And everybody finna see him blow up and glow up. And then he finna get his partner back on the field with him. He finna get Gallup back with him.
Ooh.
That's when he show out, when he got his playmakers with him.
Yeah.
That's the type of team we have. They can't help that, y'all. They can't help that they competitive toward each other. They do better when they all on the field than they do when they alone. I don't know why. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. You heard what DeMarcus say? We got a bet going on.
Oh, what that bet is? Yeah, educate me, because I didn't even hear it. What he got going on?
His bet, okay, so Parsons, he get all the sacks.
Right.
Everybody know DeMarcus supposed to be our number one. Everybody know that.
Uh-huh.
They pay him $90 million. Come on now.
Yeah.
So now, Parsons was a little sick.
Uh-huh.
He was a little sick, but he does not to miss a game. Guess who stood up?
Uh-huh.
Bam.
Wow.
DeMarcus came and got him 3-4 sacks. Then here come, you know what I'm saying, the rest of them.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand. These young boys hungry. They ready for it. They ready. So,
Yes, indeed.
it's going, y'all. It's going. Y'all got to wake up. This ain't the same team no more. I promise you.
I feel you. I can't wait. I can't wait for this weekend. Where you from? Where you from again?
I'm Memphis.
You Memphis?
901, babe.
Okay, all right. I just had to, sound like you got some New Orleans, some Louisiana in you, though.
Well,
you know.
I do have 10 people down there.
Okay, you got 10 people down there.
I kick it down there a lot.
Okay, you kick it down there. So you
It's
got
funny
you
that
got
you
you got
know
Bell
this, but
Street,
anyway.
you got Bell Street, and you got Beale Street. So you got them all. You slide devil, you. But let's go.
Yeah, but our score gonna be 35-10 this week with the commode.
Right.
Score.
We ain't doing a prediction, but I'll take it. I'm gonna put that down in the mental note. 35-10. I appreciate you. Let me hear you say it before I let you roll.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed. Boy, she was with it today, man. Hey, some people got 50 grand, some people got 80 grand. But I got a man with the plan with 100 grand. Man, you live.
What's going on, my guy?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me, man.
Hey, man, I got a show for you to watch, man. That show on Netflix, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, my.
Serial killer. I started watching that last night, man. I'm like, yo.
Is it really good? You know?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Like 17 episodes. It's not. I thought it was gonna be like a documentary, but no.
So they made a movie out of it, right?
Yeah. It's good too, man.
That dude had a weird past, though, man. I saw a documentary.
Bro, gotta watch the show, man.
All right, I'm gonna watch it, man. I saw the previews on Netflix, but I was like, man, these series, man, they take all your time. But I'm gonna have to go start. So I can go bench it right down, and I'll say, all right, 100 got me on this one. It's a good one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I do, man. I straight binge, man. You know, that way you carved out some time and straight binge watch it, man.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna definitely do that, man. What you got for it for today, man? For today, what you got?
I'm concerned. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm nervous about this game against Washington, man.
What?
Man, we football guys, man. We football guys now. We keep it real now.
All right.
We keep it real, right? We ain't no homers, right? We keep it real, right?
Man, the last time you said that, we put up 3 points, man. I don't like you, man. We put up 3 points. You're like, hey, Law, man, I'm nervous about this game, man, and here's why. And I rejected your offer with this thing, and you was right. I hate when you're right now. So come on, man. Yeah, I had to put the panic man on the screen and everything. Put some fire on the man. So why are you nervous about the Washington team, man? Come on, man.
Listen, you know what it is when you're fighting a wounded dog, man.
I thought we the wounded dog. I thought we still hurt.
No. Come on now. Carson Wentz ain't been looking too good since he done played there. The Philly done put a spanking on him. I mean, I've been listening to the content creators. It's all doom and gloom and get rid of the coach and all this going on.
Yeah.
And it's a rivalry game. I think, and come on, man, we kind of high. Cooper Rush can't be beat. Bruh, I don't know, dog. I'm just being real. They might smell the clippings, man. Jerry Jones getting what he want with the controversy. I'm just looking at it like we might not come in this game hungry enough, dog, and they might get him.
Man, now, me and Coach Marv, I was arguing at Coach Marv last year. He said the same thing. Hey, man, Law, that Denver's game, I'm telling you, man, I'm not feeling something in my heart. I said, Coach, man, don't talk to me like that. You know, it's not a trap game. I got mad at my guy. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting mad at you. It's too soon to be a trap game. It's the Washington. You're supposed to be over there listening to the Washington and enjoying the Washington tears. You know, you're supposed to be soaping up Rio, and you're supposed to be soaping up, what's the other, Louis T. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself, man.
Listen, man.
No, you're not. You're not enjoying yourself, man.
My cousin's a Washington fan. And he's just doom and gloom. And man, listen, I'm telling you, they're coming in hungry, man.
So 100 grand. How do we lose this game then? How do we lose it? How do we lose it?
I think we lose this game. I think they find the key to stop Cooper Rush. I think they shut Cooper Rush down. I really think that they do. I think they come on now.
They can't shut Cooper Rush down.
We all know Kevin Moore now. I think they shut him down, and we gonna be, oh man, Kevin Moore got to go. I see it now.
That's not the philosophy. The philosophy is running the ball. When you running the ball, bro, and you got both of those boys doing that thing, it's impossible to. I hate to say that word, but it's impossible almost. It's impossible to shut that down.
Go away from that. Michael Gallup's supposed to be coming back. He back. He ready to roll. I'm telling you, man. I think Kevin Moore might go away from that running because Michael Gallup.
And that will be, this loss would be on Kellen Moore. It would not be on Cooper Rush and his offense. If they stick to the philosophy, remember what I'm saying. If the philosophy is making or baking an apple pie, the only way the Cowboys lose this game if they say, you know what, I'm tired of apple pies, let's go get peaches. You know what I'm saying? Or let's go get pineapples and stuff like that. Let me make a first pineapple pie. You know, that would be the only way. But if they continue to bake just the apple pie, we winning.
Because if you look at their philosophy, is come on, man. Defense, come on, man. They're not going to. I believe our defense. We're going to do our thing. We're going to get the Carson Wentz now.
Right. We're going to get the Carson.
And they feel like, listen, if we could get in a close game like the Giants, they feel like they don't feel like they could pull it out. I feel like it's going to be a close game, just like that Giant game, and how we turned it around and made the plays. I think the Redskins is going to make them plays down the stretch. And they going to win the game. It's going to be a close game. I think the Redskins going to pull it out by a touchdown. They might win by like 7 points, man.
Whoa, a whole 7. Man.
I really feel that way, man. Law, I really feel that way, man. You got Michael Gallup coming back into the offense. I think that's going to have him be a little pass happy. That's going to throw a little wrinkle in there. And I think Either Kevin Moore is going to go away from the run, or they going to stop our run.
We gonna keep the heat. We gonna keep the heat on them, and they can't look. They can't stop our run. Those Bama boys. Shout out to them. Roll Tide. Those Bama boys inside. But as long as toss left, toss right, those boys ain't ready for it. Now, Jamin Davis, I like what he can do for as sideline to sideline, but he can't replicate what the Bucs did. You know, they can't replicate what the Bucs was doing as far as their linebackers. It may be a close game for the first quarter or so. I think we pull out in the third or the fourth. I think that's just what's going to happen, man. I can't say the Cowboys are going to lose to the Washington team, right? Come on, man.
Scary Terry ain't done nothing. And you know Diggs caught an interception on Scary Terry. So you know Scary Terry going to want to get him back.
You still respecting the man's neck. 100. I'm just
because I don't feel. I'm not as listen, man. I'm not as confident, man. I'm worried.
I feel you 100 grand. Hey, let people know where they can find and follow you. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the halftime report.
You ain't feeling me.
I definitely ain't feeling you, man. You know, I ain't feeling you. I'm gonna let Coach Marv see Coach Marv next, man. I'm gonna listen to Coach Marv.
Back on the show and eat my crow. I come right back. You can put the crow up. You know,
I'm gonna find the picture with the crow with the knife. You know what I'm saying? That crow is gonna shank you with the butter knife. It's gonna be the crow with the knife. You know, I ain't gonna bring this crow out. I'm gonna bring that other crow out with the knife. You know, and he gonna shank you. You ain't gonna eat no crow. He gonna shank you with the butter knife, man. I appreciate you, 100. Tell people where they can find and follow you at, man.
Hey, man, and for you guys, I'm a Cowboys fan through and through. Don't sit there and say, oh, he ain't a fan. You know how y'all 80%ers do. I shouldn't even be talking to them 80%ers. Y'all 80%. Man. Anyway, y'all can follow me at Graphic Zone HD on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, man. Law, you already know what it is, brother.
No doubt, man. That's 100 grand, man. Not 40 grand, but that's 100 right there, man. He keeping it 100 too. So with that being said, 100. When the Cowboys win and be victorious and we get a chance to see the sweaty Michael Irvin again, maybe he going to do a halftime speech sweating, jumping everywhere. I want you to create a nice graphic with that crow in the background. I can't wait. Man, come on with it. All right, I got my guy, Coach Marv from the 803. I know he's going to give us some football analysis on this. Is this a trap game? Is this a trap game, Coach Marv?
Yeah, it is. He's exactly right. I got the same anxieties. I do have the same anxieties as he had, because we're doing the same thing we always do, Law. And you know something? Sometimes our fan base is our worst enemy. Because we go overboard, and we wonder why the organization go overboard. We're not, at this particular point in time, we're not a championship football team without your quarterback. And then we have some things we still need to work on. So we just can't walk in those games and say, well, we just going to beat them down.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And because if we still make some of the same mistakes with penalties, we still have some mistakes on the sideline that we had. Any close game, this game could be a tight game. We have to continue to improve, and this is a trap game because you got the next game as the Rams. And it's crazy. Anybody says, I can tell you for a fact, from experience, you got trap games with coaches as well as players. Because you start looking ahead, and then you have an opponent that's coming off a loss, and you think you're going to win. Well, you know the difference between teams in the NFL is very small.
It is. It's hard to get a win.
Yeah. So if you're not mentally invested, this is not something you could turn in and turn on, because I have seen some of the greater teams lose to lonely teams because they was not great. So what makes it not can happen this week? So what we should be talking about is how we need to grind.
Right.
How we need
Coach.
to prove ourselves. See, we talking about that we already proven. We not, because what we did in 27 years,
Yeah, it's been 27 years.
I want a team on the grind. I want to be fans, and we're gonna be excited and everything. But every week you got to show me.
Man, you and 100 grand, man. Y'all took y'all siphoned all of my little energy, man.
This what I say this long.
Talk to me, Coach.
The best coaches that we have ever had, when you talked about how we won, that was their mentality. You had to show them every week. You could, what you did this week. Oh, that's great. Can you show me that again next week? And they always kept you. I think you said something on the final word yesterday about being on edge.
Yeah.
See, we're not putting our team on edge when we just gloating about how we gonna beat up on the Redskins and how they can't do that and how these guys. I'm not saying that we don't have. I always say we have a good football team.
Right.
But when we do that, we forget the grind. And who pumps us up more and gives us more hope than anybody? Well, this is where we done fell into the Jerry Jones and the Jones family plan, because they're the hope experts, right?
Right.
They'll preach hope and they'll get us all fired up. They'll talk about guys and eventually they'll keep on saying, and then we'll start saying the guys are better than anything in the world, or they'll start denigrating the guy, and we'll start saying the guy's the worst guy in the whole world. They talk about money and so much on salaries that we talk about it like it's our money that we spend out of our own pocket.
Right. All right. So, Coach, so reel me in just a little bit. How do we win this game? Because I understand we lose the game by being overhyped and taking the opponent.
Let me tell you.
Not real.
Let me tell you something. I want to speak on something. We're talking like we can run the ball against anybody, and it's going to be. And I've been one of the proponents of preaching the run. But I said, you got to remember what I said we need to do. It's a commitment to the run. So are you going to be committed to the run if you run the first quarter and they bow up and they give you some resistance when your first 5 carries are getting you 3 yards or 2.5 yards to carry? Are you going to be committed to breaking that wall down, because that wall is just temporary. It's just paper mache. It's just strong at the beginning, but it'll fall and crumble to the floor. But are you going to be committed to keep on pressing, or are you going to run away from it and then it goes into a 45 pass game? Because that's going to happen in the season. You're going to have some teams that's going to stop the run at the beginning, or it's going to give you some strong resistance early. And if you're not committed, then you're not going to run the football. And then you're going to say, oh, we didn't run the football. And then when you turn out, you'll be so upside down because it wasn't a commitment. You just did it because it was easy. See, this is what I'm saying about commitment. It's the difference between running the football and being committed to the run and committed to that being your identity. When you're committed to that being your identity, you're not going to leave it alone. You're going to find ways to get it done because you know what it does for your team. I don't think we have learned that lesson yet, because I haven't seen us when we were in the game and it was tough sledding, and we had to grind because our team knew that was good. So the caller before was correct. What happens if your first couple
if it don't work?
Work?
Now here's my rebuttal to this, Coach, and this is why I love this opportunity to say this. Right, the only reason why I would say that it's going to give other opportunities for our other guys to eat, and Cooper Rush must take advantage of that. Meaning, if they are stopping the run, they are committed to stopping the run with loaded boxes, right? 8 and 9 man fronts. And the trade-off will be that all wide receivers, Gallup, if he played this weekend, CeeDee Lamb, I trust those guys one-on-ones to do their thing, right? It's got to be a trade-off. And Noah Brown, too.
And see, this is where you have to understand. Yes, they may commit to more people in the box, or they may win the battle. Don't mean they're going to win the battle all night, all day. But if they win a couple of battles, or they attack one of our weakest links, or they guess, or they slant, they don't have to have people in the box to do that. You don't have to have people in the box to start a run. You have to win battles. Every time you stop a run play, it's not because you got somebody in the box. It's because you win at the point of attack in different spots. Other men don't beat you.
Yeah.
So if you attack certain people and they maybe lose a block, it's not that we run away from the run play because we couldn't block them. We just lost a battle. It's that when we going to run away from the run play. I can guarantee you when we throw an incomplete pass or we throw an interception, we're going to come back to the passing game because we committed to it.
Yeah, but Coach, I appreciate you calling in.
Committed?
Yes, indeed. So only if we committed to it.
When I say committed.
I appreciate you, Coach.
Are we committed to anything?
Yes, indeed. That's good. That's a good call from Coach Marv, man. I know for sure. I know for sure this next caller. There's no way. There's no way on God's blue or green earth, however you guys want to call it. There's no way that she is going to say that this is a trap game. I know for sure. I can bet my bottom dollar on it, baby. Because y'all get ready. She's your queen to be. Queen, you alive, baby. Talk to me.
How about them Cowboys, baby?
Yes, indeed. Look. What you got for this episode? You know.
Man, I'm listening to this jive going on these calls about the doggone Redskins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have a big head or none of that stuff right there.
Uh-huh.
You know, because there is no crystal ball that's saying when we get in that game what's going to occur. But at the same time, if you look at the skill set, you got to look at the skill set of our players. The skill set, the grit, the motivation, and the tenacity of our players.
Right.
The desire, the desire and the grit to want to come in and bust their ass. We're gonna have to keep that up for every game. I don't care if it's Washington. I don't care if the team is boo-boo the fool. We have to keep that same game plan, the same skills, put in the same work ethic for the best team, what we think is the best team, to whatever we think is a Rudy Poo team. We have to practice the same, and we have to have our meetings the same. We need to discuss all that stuff that we normally discuss for, say, for instance, if it was Tampa Bay. We need to, have the same preparation for Washington as we have for a team like Tampa Bay.
Right.
See, because if not, we're going to find ourselves slipping. Because if you remember last year, I can't remember who that was we played, but we just knew we was going to go in there and bust their ass, and we came out with an L because we had our minds made up that we had already won the game before we even went into the stadium.
That was a Denver game. That what Coach Marv said last year. Now, Coach Marv was right on that one. I think we were really high on the sauce on that one, though. We won a close game from the Patriots, I believe, and then we was like, all right, sure. We arrived. We had the bye week, and we was getting all our guys back. It was crazy, a whole nother storyline with that. But I feel exactly what you said, Queen.
Yeah, because we were smelling ourselves. So this year, every year you should grow and you should learn. And we should have learned from last year that you cannot drop the ball. You cannot take anything lightly, any team lightly. You have to give the same effort towards Tampa Bay as you do towards Washington.
Right.
And that's to give it 150%. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? And I should have said this to Coach. This is a division game. And one thing that I did hear from Coach Mike McCarthy is that they're going to gear up for all of the division games. They making sure that they win this division. So I think that they would never underestimate a divisional foe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just how it goes from that.
And as far as, like, thinking that just because Gallup is coming back, that they can go in there and just start throwing the ball all over the place, we still not going to have, if Gallup does come back next week, we still not going to have that. We still have to have the game plan to work for Cooper Rush, which they figured out the best game plan to work for Cooper Rush is to run the ball.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That you pass the ball.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we need to figure out a way to get it to Kellen Moore, that he's got to use the same game plan for Dak Prescott as he's using for Cooper Rush.
No
You
doubt.
don't change it just because it's a different quarterback.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you spitting. You
What
spitting
works,
some.
works.
You spitting at me
You know
now,
what I'm
baby.
saying?
Yeah, I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go because I got a lot of
Works.
people here. But make one more point before I let you roll, Queen.
Hey, all I got to say is let them hang, Cowboy Nation.
To the window, to the walls, baby. Y'all gotta let them things hang, baby. Yeah, appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, so I got Brandon Ross, I got Chris 214 and Henry. That will be the lineup for right now. Cowboy Nation, I absolutely get what y'all said. That I understand what Coach Marv said. I understand what my guy 100 grand. Don't be calling my man 10 grand, right? By the way, 10 grand ain't nothing to sneeze at, too, by the way. Yeah, I would love that. Somebody donate 10 grand for me right quick. Let me tell y'all what I'm going to do with it. All right? And shout out, speaking of donation, appreciate you, Sadiqua. Appreciate you for the 25. Ooh-wee. $25 super chat, 25 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. He says, Lord, may God bless you and your family. Thank you for all that you do for the nation. DC for life, not for short. I appreciate you. All right, I got to let my guy in, Brandon, man. You live from the 815. Let's get it.
What's up, Loud, man?
Yes, indeed, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart? And I got a little echo in the back, man. I got a little echo. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This is my guy, man.
Do you still hear the echo?
It's silence, man. You follow me. You must follow me on Facebook, huh? You must be live on Facebook.
Man.
Okay, good.
I love this show, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I'm captivated by what you be saying.
I appreciate
for better or for worse, but I'm captivated.
That's what I love, man. Me and my brother, we fight every day. And I got a brother that's an Eagles fan. I can't wait to introduce him to the show. And I got a brother that's a diehard 49er fan. And he'll be live a little later on tonight with me. So we argue, man. We argue, but we make up, man, and we just talk football. So you can understand. You understand.
Yeah,
nothing personal.
Hey, I'm a Cowboy fan who's been heartbroken, I've shed tears over these Cowboys, so I have the right to criticize. I don't care what nobody says. So,
look, before you say something, there's a video. I'm glad that they never posted, but man, I was laid out on the ground when Tony Romo botched that fumble in the Seattle's game. They made fun of me.
So I was crying like a baby.
Ooh, you couldn't cry more than me, though, man. I was late. I was out. I called in to work for 2 days, you know. They was about to fire me because I talk so much stuff, man. You just don't know, man. I cry real tears. I literally said the NFL had something against my boys. You know, slick ball. Now, all of a sudden, people don't know there's really a Romo rule. They call it the Romo rule. They call it the Romo ball. They named a ball after him. But go ahead, man.
And look, man, you took me there. So, if you remember, the fans were saying, hey, that ball looks slick. And they was like, oh, we just whining, and they end up changing the rules.
Yeah.
So it was some validity there. Come on now. Y'all know. And come on, they y'all know what it is. Let's take it to today.
Yeah.
That last game we played, they missed. at some point you have to believe they got it out for the Cowboys.
They do, man.
Because some of these penalties that they miss be ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But I want to get to the Washington. I want people to make sure like we got to respect everybody. They got a really formidable D line.
They do.
They got a good corner with Jackson the third, and they got a good safety out there. They defenses, I'm not gonna say they're great, but they pretty good. Like to the point where if we get out there thinking we double reverses and throwing it 40 times, this will be a loss that will hurt worse because we expect to win. So let's still go with the game plan. Let's not get the big head. They probably looking at our offense too, like, ooh, we gonna eat. No, we need to make sure we play the game. Like we haven't got to that level yet. But let me get on that Dak and Cooper thing. I was watching the final word last night, and I found it funny because I'm like, man, I was saying this exact thing on there, and I don't know, but I think Law was taken aback by what I was saying. And they said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you something that, like, oh, this is my man, this is something I want to. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have been giving you the breadcrumbs. My point of bringing up Amari Cooper $20 million is the same thing that they used to justify against Amari Cooper, they would justify with Dak Prescott.
True.
And I want to bring up another thing. Y'all keep on saying Dak Prescott has a no-trade clause. Like, I hope everybody realize that doesn't mean you can't get traded. That means that Dak can veto the trade.
I mean, yeah.
That's all that means.
Yeah, I mean, like, so wait a minute. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. You try to say the no trade clause. They can still trade him, but he can veto it. That's literally what we're saying, though, right?
I'm saying like he could. Like I'm giving a hypothetical. I'm not saying any of this. I'm saying he could say, yeah, I agree with that trade. Trade me there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong at all. It's kind of similar. I think who else had it? Carson's, I believe he had something like that in his contract. Deshaun Watson, yeah. It was Deshaun, yeah. I think it was him.
I just want to make sure I clarify this with the fans. It doesn't mean that they couldn't trade him. He just could veto a trade, saying you're not going to trade me there. You're not going to trade me there. That's what the no trade clause means. Not that he cannot get traded.
I mean, at this point, that means that he got the upper hand. Yeah, he got the upper hand on that, then, right?
No. I don't disagree with what you're saying. That they're not going to trade him.
Right.
He does have the upper hand. I'm just saying it is basically veto power.
Right.
Not I can't get traded.
Right.
My point is, and my point is, I know you got a lot of callers. The pressure is on Dak. When Dak gets back, he cannot say, I need a game to get back in the groove. No, sir. You will have to perform. The pressure is on Dak. Dak no longer has that, you guys don't have nobody to go to. I can be safe with the ball. I can protect myself. I can finesse it to where my numbers look good, even though we still lose by 5 points. I may have gave a valiant effort to come back, and we still lose by 5. But, hey, my fourth quarter looked real good. Like, guys, he's going to have to perform. Your organization has basically told you that.
Right.
Like, Law, is that a lie, Law? Is that a lie, Law?
No. That's facts right there. You know, the pressure. Hey, and I said last night on the show that he spoke of those days, right? He the one, Brandon, said pressure is a privilege, right? He the one declared and said, hey, I like the pressure, right? You know, and I said, hey, they need to start pushing P.
Hey, look, if I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, I want a Super Bowl. I don't care who the quarterback is. If that's the quarterback, great. If I don't care, I just want the Super Bowl. I remember when we bobbled that snap. That still pains me to this day. And to be honest, he actually threw I believe he threw a little short pass to Terry Glenn, and then Terry Glenn fumbled it, and I believe they either got a safety or a touchdown. Like that game was so
Man, but we hopped out our seats when 14 at the time. That was Miles Austin when he took that thing all the way. I was living. It was over like Miles Austin. I said whoever Miles Austin is, 14. He was wearing 14 at the time. Yeah, I thought it was over with, bro. Yeah.
Long. I was there with 3 straight years of 5 and 11.
I know.
Man, my mama is a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan. She let me have it all the time. So I'm invested into this team. I want this team to win a Super Bowl. I do not care who the quarterback is. That to me, I just want to win. Tell me who gives us the best chance to win. That's all I care about. Period.
Hey man, we all singing from the same hymnal with that, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Brandon. Thank you so much, bro.
Hey, I love this show, man. How about them Cowboys? Let's go, Long.
Yes, indeed. Tell your mama to check in on the show, too, man. Tell her check in. We going to convert her, man. All right, man. I got Chris Money, man. 214. Chris, 214. You're live, man, from the 972. From the 972. Christopher. Chris. Warm it up, Chris. From the 206, man, you in the mix. MJ. MJ. Okay, good. I thought it was so wrong with my phone, man. Talk to me, man. Is this a trap game? What's going on?
No, it ain't no trap game because the boys are focused. They're going to run the ball. And then they're going to pass. It's going to be 30-30 again. The defense going to come solid. Mm-hmm. And they're going to try to throw to the screen game because they know that rush is coming fast because they have to. Mm-hmm. And the good thing, number 7, he's not going for the picks all the time. They're on the big throws.
Right.
Going away, that's going to kind of hurt Washington. Because back in the day, they try to throw long bombs. But now they know he ain't doing that no more. So they watch film, we watch film.
Right. They're going to have a lot of tape on old boy now, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's not like he used to. He changed his whole game of Diggs. So I don't believe that it's not like the Tampa Bay game. Mm-hmm. If we would have ran it, it would have been a closer game. Probably would have had a chance to win. But we didn't do it. So move on. It's over. Now, the last 2 games, they're getting better and better. Mm-hmm. It's not like they're going backwards. They're getting better and better. So this week, 68, they're going to attack him.
Matt Farney.
Yeah. Yes, they can't attack on the other side. They're going for 68. And they number 73 over the beast. So we got something for that. That means 71 going to get a lot of snaps. And that's when the beatdown going to come. So I don't think it's going to be a close game.
Okay, what would be your score prediction before I let you roll, man? Because I got to let these others in, man, because I'm going to have to hurry up. Go ahead.
I pick 31-10.
Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. Man, no doubt at all, bro.
And my big law, he keeping it real. Let's hit them likes. And how about them Cowboys?
No doubt, man. Let's go with it, baby. Appreciate you, man. All right, so with that being said, one of the guys that I want to bring up right quick, and I think that he was remarkable in that Eagles game, and I didn't know that this dude was that big, man. Benjamin, how you say his name? Benjamin St. Juice or something like that. Let me see if I can pull him up right here. Let me so y'all can see this kid. He's a physical. He's a nickel corner, but they played him on the outside, and he got 10 solo tackles. Not a lot of forced fumbles or interceptions. He got 4 pass breakups or pass breakdowns or bat downs or what have you, or pass defended, however you want to call it. I call it pass breakups, but PDs is what we call it. But he is a guy that he showed up a little bit in the Eagles game, even though they kind of ran off with him. I think that he challenged AJ. He challenged when it was given to the other kid from Alabama, Devontae Smith there. But I think that dude right there, he showed some good promises for the Washington team. And he's a big dude, man, 6'3", 200 pounds. And I can't wait to see him and see how we going to match up with him out in space. And the Dallas Cowboys, we just got to stay consistent. I think that if we continue to run the ball, that will still be the formula, right? And I think that will be the battle cry of this team. All right, so next we have let me do this.
The conference has been locked.
All right, y'all, let's make it quick, man, because I got to go, baby. All right, so I got Chris 214. You live again, baby. Chris 214. All right, he fell asleep, man. Big Sarge, man, what's good, man? You live from the 980.
Hey, what's going on, Law? I tell you, 100 grand and Coach Mars, I thought I was at a funeral. You would have thought we lost already.
What's good, though? What you got, though?
but I mean, I'm going to respect the Commanders as a team, but it's a division game. This game is not a trap game.
Right.
Trap games is outside the division. We're going to win this game. All we got to do is control the trenches. Like I always say, you control the trenches, and you're going to control the game.
Yes,
but, I got my grandson with me. He worried me. So
no, it's all good, man. Hey, he's gonna be a future Cowboy player or a big Cowboy fan, man. I appreciate you, man. That letting us know the nation is growing. He's listening to you speaking Cowboy stuff, and then he's gonna be wearing silver and blue. He gonna have that blood pumping through his veins already, man. I already know, man. Appreciate you, man. Congratulations. Oh, he already got the 88 spirit. All right. Appreciate you, Big Sarge. Continue to support, man. I appreciate you, fam.
Always.
That's a good call from him, man. Last year, they blamed our success on turnovers. What would be the excuse this year? We getting a lot of pressure, right? That's what they would be saying. From the 901, you live.
Hey, Law, how we doing, brother?
Man, we well over here, man. We well, man. Talk to me.
That's great. Hey, Law, I'm not going to lie. When I heard Sarge and the other guy before him, man, I was like, what the world? What doing that? I know everybody got their opinions and everything, but here's mine.
All right.
Here's mine. What I saw was an adjustment that Kellen Moore made in the last game that he hadn't made since he'd been offense coordinator.
Right.
He actually made second half adjustments that I didn't really expect from him, but he did, which I was glad to see. So, but what I really think is that Mike McCarthy is saying something to Kellen Moore because Mike is in field his job too. So look, he's got to have some more input in what Kellen is doing.
Fight or flight.
Now,
yep.
Right. But I also feel this way though, Law. Washington, that you just played that song where the cavalry went down low.
Yeah.
You can play that one more time. That's Washington. So, hey, time out.
Yeah.
I know you got to go, but I want to tell you this, man. This past Monday night, I had a barbecue at my home. I had Giants fans over, Green Bay fans over, all Chicago Bears fans over.
Right.
And so the Giants fan brought his flag in my house. I said, man, you came in the house, my house, with that flag in my house leaning like that's an allergic reaction. Mm-hmm. So he talked all that noise, but at the end of the game, Lord,
he had his flag in the trash can. What he did to that flag? What he do?
I told him I got the dog out back the knees on the wipe his butt with, you know. And he left you $150 lighter, Lord.
Wow.
So all I'm telling you, Lord, yeah, I'm not a fool, but man, I'm telling you about these Cowboys. The way we started off against Tampa Bay, people talking about how Tampa Bay did this, but what they failed to realize, we only gave up one touchdown in that game.
Right. We
that
did.
Team only gave up one touchdown.
Yep.
But they want to hop out how Tampa Bay defense all this good, and just kind of like overlooking us. But guess what, Law? I'm not gonna say we're going to Super Bowl, which I wish we would.
Right.
But I tell them though, I believe we're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But what I do believe in this is that, hey, look out for them Cowboys, because we have got a remedy now that for back in 1995, 96, that what we won with is back on the table. Let's do it. Let's keep the focus. Kellen, don't change a thing. Keep it going. And I'm going to tell you something, Law. How about we got the number 1 ranked offensive line when it comes to running?
Oh, I forgot to bring up that stat. Good grief, man. You right on the money. Yeah, as far as block rate ratio, the Cowboys, out of these last 3 games or first 3 games, we are the number 1 team, the number 1 offensive line. So, yeah, you're right, man. Appreciate you so much, man.
And I just want to say thank you, brother, because you allowed me in, let me speak my piece. And, man, look, hey, how about them Cowboys from Memphis, Tennessee? 901, baby.
901, Tennessee, baby. So if I'm ever out there I know I can get a hand grenade or some good barbecue from you, man. I appreciate you, fam.
Hey, Law, I got you covered. You ever hit Memphis, I got you covered.
Oh, trust me. I've been down through there. Shout out to TSU. You know, I'm all JSU, but I've been down that way. You know what I mean? But appreciate you, fam.
Thank you, Lord.
Let's go. That's a good call from him. Yes, indeed. And, I mean, come on now. You know, Memphis, you get down out that way. But shout out to Memphis, and then shout out to Memphis University, too. So all of those people that's out that way. But let's listen.
When your team is getting demolished like that, I sit up here, I swallow a lot of what I know. And a lot of what I know is what I'm starting to see right now. That's why this team is awful. You're not good when you get embarrassed like that. And why the hell do we have these benches with heat things for them in a damn stadium? It is the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen. When your team is
yeah, let's go, baby. I'm look. By tomorrow, I will be, before the game, I want y'all to be talking some Washington stuff around here. We ain't going to be, hey, nice, to the Washington team. Oh, no. It's hate week against those Washington. I need to hit up Louis T. I need to hit up the dude Rio. I think that he hit me up, but I need to hit him back up and say, hey, man, I need to find a way to make time to talk about those Washington teams. And they got another guy, I forgot his name at the tip of my tongue. But we gonna get ready for those Washington people, man. Let's go from the 972. What's new?
Law Nation.
Stand up, man. What's good? Talk to me, man.
Man, it's Los here. I'm going to make my point quick and simple, man. Let me say this about the QB controversy. Mm-hmm. It's like chicken and the egg, because we can say a great coach can work with an okay quarterback, talented enough to make plays and win you games. And we can also say a great quarterback can overcome coaching deficiency. So my point is, Dak has always been a great quarterback, but we can say week 1's game plan is night and day from week 2 and week 3.
Yeah,
because Kellen had no choice but to change his philosophy, because like Tupac said, all eyes on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we knew where this offense responsibility fell on when Dak got injured. And those Jones will change on you faster than these people merging here in Dallas. Y'all be careful driving out here, I swear.
Yeah.
And let me say this. Great coaching and great quarterback play win you games, plain and simple, and it's facts. I mean, I'm not trying to say it, but like Belichick and Brady. I mean, great coach, great quarterback, and look where they got them. And even with Brady, with what was his name that retired last year? It just takes the recipe to success. Yeah. We all have the ingredients to be successful. So Kellen, keep putting the pedal on your ass, bro, and keep making us Cowboys fans happy, because damn it, we fucking deserve a championship. DC for life. Peace out.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, man, Lokes, man. So they appreciate him so much for calling in. Baby, let me see if I can find my horn. Let's go. And last but not least, I'm talking about one of my favorite uncles in the world, and this is Uncle Charles, man. You're live.
What's up, player?
What's good?
What's going on, man? Man, I tell you this. Let me tell y'all something. We got a perfect prime position now to be in the lead title of the division. We don't need to waste no time. Don't go out there and slack against Washington, because I'm going to tell you something. Oh, it's Washington. Listen, they're inspired. That's the NFL team. Then I heard somebody say, well, Dallas ain't played nobody. You still got to beat them. Georgetown was #1 in the nation, but Villanova played them, and they dropped that thing on them and beat them for the national championship. Don't ever take nobody for granted. Right. It's hard to win an NFL game in this NFL. This is the real deal. Now let me give you my score prediction. I'm gonna say 27-10, and read out that 27-10 because Carson Wentz hasn't been released from the old folks' home yet. That's why I said 27-10. We should beat them. We should cover. Thank you, Vegas. Now I got something in my clothes. Let me just say this. Be careful out there, Dallas Cowboy fans. Be careful. Yeah. Hollywood and they now they got Jeffrey Dahmer new movie. Right. It's his birthday. What the hell are we gonna make him? A 3-layer human? That's what we're gonna do now? Is that what we're gonna do now? And he said Jeffrey Dahmer was racist. Jeffrey Dahmer was not racist. Everybody had an equal opportunity to get ate by Jeffrey. So he can't be racist. So let me just say this. Don't follow the fad. Don't follow the times. Stick to what you do. Because when Crisscross came out, everybody was turning their pants around to the back where the zipper was in the back. Oh, hell no. I'm a real man. You're not going to zip my pants for me. I'm not going to do it. Just in case you got to go #1 or goddamn #2. And that's all I got to say. I appreciate you, Law. Love you, brother.
Love you too, Hawk, man. Appreciate you. Hey, man, y'all better stop following those fads, man, and those trends, man, because, you know, it is what it is. You know, you fool around.
Goodbye.
And sag your pants, plus put them on backwards. And I get it, right? You know, pants are made to be worn, but not like that. And, hey, you know, that's just what it is, man. My guy, Uncle Charles, always delivering, man, some good stuff. Yeah. And Jeffrey Dahmer, I didn't see the Netflix movie yet, or show, or series. But the dude was eating real people, man, you know. and that was a crazy, crazy thing. The dude would take them out to go eat and what have you, get them drunk, get them high. And then he would say, man, I'll have this arm to go. Like what you mean? I'm going to have this arm to go. And I'm going to have this thigh meat to go. That's crazy, man. The dude eating real thigh meat and stuff. But that's crazy. And it's based off of a real story, so y'all Google that. You know, y'all look those things up. How can you eat a whole grown man? That's just nasty, man. Oh, that's terrible. But I could tell you one thing. The Dallas Cowboys better be trying to eat those Commanders. They better be trying to eat that Washington team. And I'm talking about we got to be hungry enough to eat that all the way. Shout out to those that tuned in today. Shout out to you, Calvin. Thank you so much for the Cash App. They don't take 30% like YouTube take, but I appreciate you so much, man, for the $10 Cash App. And also you, Jason Winfro. Appreciate you for the Cash App. And Cam Woods, man. I see my guy, the OT. I know he was busy, but he jumped in for the chat. And he will be giving away another ticket for those who not aware. If your name is in the drawing, we will pull it by this particular thing. Your name go into the drawing by via Cash App or whenever you make the donations. We put all of your names in the list. We spin the wheel or what have you. And he's trying to give a ticket away for the Eagles game and also the Lions game. Those are the other two tickets that he's giving away for this season. So for those who contribute, for those who put back in, your name will be entered into a drawing, and that's how you win. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Also, just a little feedback. I got 2 or 3 people to hit me up and say, hey, Law, why do you put it to subscriber mode only? And that's a cheesy way. That's a phony way to get subs. No, I only go to subscriber mode only, and this is just me giving you guys my thoughts on this. I only go to subscriber mode only when we have the bots there. This channel is not relegated only to YouTube. I'm a content curator for Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Roku, and Amazon. We have different policies, and certain words on the screen can't be presented there, or certain spam indications can't be presented there, Cowboy Nation. So that's why I go to subscriber mode only. So if you guys ever try to compare me to a YouTuber, that's false, because I'm bigger than YouTube. I'm on multiple platforms, by the way. So I just had to put that out there so that everybody can understand that. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington team will be all this week. And I can't wait, baby. So there will be film analysis and other breakdowns to come about. And also, I need for all of you guys to fill the room up. Fill the room up for the Cowboys Experience. We will have a live feed out there this Saturday, and I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces out there at Cowboys Experience.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza, making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
So be sure to check us out, man. Cowboys Experience, I promise you, you will not have a good time. You will have a great time, Cowboy Nation. So hit us up. Meet us there. Don't look. Beat us there, don't just meet us there. That's the best way to say that, So I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces out there at the event. We will have the USA cheerleaders there. We will have some guys from Tolavid that can help you get healthy in so many other ways. I can't wait to see y'all there this weekend. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's continue to grind, to shine, and we will be doing some player interviews as well. So be sure to check us out at Cowboys XP event. I promise you, once again, you will not have a good time. You will have a great time, Cowboy Nation. For those who stand all the way through, let me see DC for life in the chat. Let's continue to grind, baby. He needs a drink. I see you, Beasley. Yeah, I'm going to have to reach out to him. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Lisa. She will be there. I can't wait to see you, Lisa. Come on. I have a date with Lisa. I can't wait to see you this weekend. Let's go. Jay Worthy, appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If there's one thing a man should always do, it's mainly to himself be true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turn hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, our rival brother. How about them Cowboys, DC for life, sell block 80 with those boys. The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take a decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those men, no man should call a friend, because they bend lies around the truth to meet their end. We've been fighting for a long time, and I tell people, shout out to you, Gina, shout out to you, Lewis, shout out to you, Sammy. My grandfather named Sammy. There will always be a soft spot in my heart for your name, right? But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, if this information moves you and motivates you for it, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it, with the help of Almighty, I don't care who you are, a Cowboy fan, a Washington fan, however you listen. If your heart is right with your passion, your dream, your goal, you will get it. You got to continue to fight for it, regardless of the situation. I listen to Les Brown all the time when he was saying that he was homeless, right? I've been there before, 3 weeks. Oh, excuse me. 3 months. And I'm telling you guys, when you are in the bottom of your bottom, you learn more, right? You figure out ways to overcome. And that's why I'm speaking to you guys from my heart. That's why I love what he said. If you fall, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Cowboy Nation, we're looking up. I told y'all after week 1, we can still look up. There's no wavering. There's no bending. We are the mighty, baby. It's all in the mind. I'm quite sure that somebody heard this. And I hope it shakes and rattles you. I hope it moves you and push you through whatever thing that you going through. Old folks say this all the time. Either you're in a storm or you're coming out of one. I truly believe that the Cowboys see that they are still in this storm. I don't care if it's for 27 years. We fighting to get out of it, baby. That's been my time. I really appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. And remember, you're listening to nothing, and I mean just that, nothing but the best. Let's go, baby. I'm real, the way I walk, the way I talk, right? Let's go, baby. It's time to run it up now, baby. Come on. Y'all already know. Boom. Roll credits.
I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love the feel lately. I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a
This Cowboys Experience time, baby.
Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it
Elroy, baby. Appreciate you, man. Come on.
I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives.
Elroy, Uncle Elroy. You came out to a Cowboys Experience, right? Raymond.
Take some losses when I play.
Charge it
to the game.
Come on.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now.
All right.
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with
She's smiling. Let's get it.
Still the same, now switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the
Shout out to you, LT, Cuban, Boy, 24, Carol, Sadiqua. Come on.
For the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it too legit. Shout out to you, I'm awake. Y'all be sure to check out other Cowboys content creators. Y'all be sure to give them a view. Let's get it. I just wanna run it up. Come on.
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Let's get it. Shout out to you, Betsy.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
I just be off the dome.
Let's tune back into these boys right quick. Let's go. Y'all know that's fun as all get out, man. Hey, what we gonna do is go ahead and rock it out the smooth way. Y'all already know how it goes, man. Hey, let's go. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation. Where my button? Come on, where my final button? He done went and got those benches and took my button away. Here we go. Slow it down just a little bit. Relax. Go grab you a glass of wine. You know. Make sure that it's chill. None of that warm stuff, right? Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Only if you're 21 or older, though. Yeah. Wine is good for the heart. Yep.
Take a drag of my cigarette.
Again. Yeah. Play this song and grab you a glass of wine. I promise you, it'll put you in a nice vibe. I'm not responsible for the kids you will have, though. Let's get it, baby. Oh, let me check in with the Giants fans. Let's see what they're talking about. Let's see. Oh, they. Y'all still crying over there, Giants. They need some wine for real. Giants fans still crying. Another one. And another one. We ain't gonna check into the Giants no more. I think you was the one I lost. 7 wonders all in one. All in one. All in one. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street boy, this song calms and chills me down, you know?
Right, this motherfucker don't miss. No, he's good. That motherfucker don't miss, man. He's good. In the heat of battle, he don't miss. No. In the heat of controversy, he don't miss. So far, so far. That's the truth. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on. Bruh. Hey, let me check in on the Giants game. Got some more Giants stuff. Let me see what they're talking about. What's going on over here? Oh, man, the Giants still crying, baby. Oh.
Stop, please.
Stop crying over here. Come back over here. Let me leave them Giants alone, man. One love, baby. DC for life. Salute.
And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
Law Nation.
That's a brand name.
Like
because you don't know.
Brand name. I stand behind it. I guarantee it. They know that, even if they don't know me any more than they know the chairman of General Mills.
Till next time.